Hey YouTube, Incendar here, today with a quick video on how to get started with housing in the free MMO MapleStory 2, and things I wish I would have known but didn't learn till later, which may speed things up and help you out a bit. This will just be covering mostly free housing. I'll cover the ability to actually purchase real estate in this game and to get a deed and make your own house in the game a little at the end. This is mostly for just the free housing and to get started. I've seen better. Okay, so let's just hop right into this. Since I already did this quest and set up housing on US East, I'll be using Incendar from US West. And if you are a founder and unaware, you can collect your founder items on multiple regions, which might be a good idea. I don't know if you can still do it or not, but you could do it. So make sure to check that out if you haven't. So as you do the epic quest, which shows up here, it takes about 15 minutes to 2 hours, depending upon how fast you do it. At level 15, under the Maple guide, you'll see one that says Furnishing. I didn't check, but it might be possible just to click the personal house down here in the right at any time, even before this quest. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, 15 doesn't take very long, so you can get the quest and get the XP for it as well. So, 15, to get started, we'll go over here, Maple Guide, Furnishing. So let's begin lesson. It gives you the options for a couple different preset template houses. So I'll just go with one of these, use the template house. Okay, so I started the tutorial and I'm in the house. The first thing we'll notice, I chose a template, so we got some stuff here. One problem is it looks a little small. One thing, don't click this just yet. I'll get into that in a second. What you can do here is just click expand. Yes, you'll notice this costs 0, and this will expand your house out a little bit. You might want to do about 4 or 5 of these just to get started. You're going to need the space. I believe there's no way to undo this though, so be very careful not to like super expand outward. You can also do height. Now that we've expanded the space a little bit, let's take a look over here at decoration score. I've got 400 out of 1100, and you can see the ones that are grayed out, I'm getting no points for. So right here we can see tables. What I want to do is start furnishing, and you can just take this, sort down here. Let's go for tables. You'll notice some of these might have cost of gold or merits. I don't really see any, but this one's 0. So what I'm going to do is just pick a bar stand, move this over here, press space. Now notice in the upper left, as soon as I do that, I get 50 points. The plan here is to fill up all these to get the 1100, which will give you more interior design experience every day. This resets at about 8 p.m. Eastern. I believe that's midnight on the West Coast. Okay, so I got everything placed that was required up here to get the 1100 score. At this point, I just click boom and get this. In MapleStory 2, just remember everything seems to be gated pretty much on a daily thing. So the sooner you get that score up, the more days you can actually click to get that interior design rank. Okay, the next important thing to get started, the sooner the better. Again, I'll say it, since everything's gated and you can do only so much every day in life skills, the sooner you get this up and running, the better. So I'm just going to go down here and click on life skills and look at farming, which is rice paddies, and then ranching, which is chicken pens. So to get these started, let's just click start furnishing, go down to life skills. We'll start with the chicken. You'll notice again, these are 0 to place. You only need to place 4, and you want to do them in a 2x2. This will enable you to efficiently optimize this pretty much to be able to do 4 at a time. I'll get into that in a second. And let's get these rice paddies down. You can only place these now as you level up your life skills. You'll notice it'll unlock tons more of these. Okay, after we've got those placed, all you really want to do here, let me see if I can pull up life skills so you can see how this works while I try to harvest. I'm going to go over here to chicken pens. You can see I need 10 experience to get to the next level. So I'll go up here and you can just, this is pretty much a learn thing where you can see where it says action chicken pen times 4. If you do times 4, you do 4 at a time, which is ideal. There's also an auto gathering thing in this game, which makes it so you don't have to press X each time. I did buy one just to test it out. I mean, it's pretty nice, especially later on when it gets a little more complicated. You can see I got to rank 2 here in ranching. Now I'm going to go over to farming to do the same thing with the rice paddies. So I guess some people do find it annoying to keep clicking these, but like I said, the auto gathering I'm not too impressed with. Okay, after we did that, we can go back to furnishing. Since I went up a level, now I've unlocked more blocks. So I'm going to put down snails, and again I just go with the 2x2, and then I opened pumpkins as well. A good thing to note here is your friends can visit your house and harvest these if they don't have them in their own house as well. Okay, so let's hop back here to Incendar East. And you can see I've leveled up life skills a little more here and have a bunch more stuff. Still expanding, however. The thing I really wish I would have known is, with the life skills, make sure to set these up soon and then harvest from them every day because they are limited. So the sooner you get started, the faster you can get up into the higher levels. And at first, I didn't really think too much of the system, but there is some pretty good stuff you can make at the higher levels. And if you wanted to see what the auto gathering looks like, I'll just go over here, make sure 4 apple trees, and I just press X once and it'll just keep gathering. Okay, so that should be all the quick basics to get you started if you're just starting out on MapleStory 2, or maybe if you've been playing for a while and didn't know about that yet. I'll get into briefly about real estate in this game. You can actually purchase lots around the world and own the deed, and then totally customize the house any way you want, and everyone sees it. This is not instance. I'm in Tria right now, and you can see these guys bought the real estate right next to these shops. Pretty prime location, and then they develop it. You can even do some advertising on your building here. To do this, I'll show you the blocks. It's really simple. You just click the workshop, go to furnishings, and you can see for block here, you've got a couple options. You can actually just click this and it'll open in Paint, and then you can copy the file and change it. If you're used to using Paint, Fireworks, or Photoshop, you can actually open the file and then change it in real time and see how it affects the game. But this is how you make the blocks for the different things. And you can see that's how I did the Black Mage. And further south down here in Tria, you can see these are a few other houses customized by players. I did notice that lots are selling in these prime spots pretty quickly, but if you're in Tria, even on the US East, there's a couple still just outside the wall. It's not as great of a location, but if you want to buy these, I think the prices are slowly increasing too based on demand, but I'm not really sure of that yet. That's pretty pricey. But there is some prime locations still available here, even in Tria. For me personally, why did I choose Oasis Town? Well, I knew that this entranceway and running through here was on the main quest, so everyone that does the main quest has to run through this area and see this monstrosity of a house I built. If you notice, this zone, particularly Oasis Town, has a couple resources to gather, but has tons of open spaces still. I don't know how this will work out, if there's like 50, 100,000 people playing on the server, and there's only like 500, 600 plots of land. I don't know how that'll work out yet. The game's still young though, so we'll have to see. And one last thing, this video's already gone much longer than I intended it to. I'm in Queenstown, which just a couple days ago had tons of lots. But I wanted to come here and just show you the uniqueness and customization that people are putting into their houses. Lots of different options. This is a really great feature that you can own property in the game world that's not instanced. It is limited. I don't know how much of a problem that's going to be. You can see there's a few left here in Queenstown. If you do buy one of these properties, remember that no matter what channel you're on, 1 to 100, it's going to show up on every single one. You're not buying them on individual channels. Hope this video helps you out with a little better understanding on housing and some of the mistakes I made, like planting the crops very late. So I'm a little behind on the life skills. My name is Incendar. I am on US East server in the Slippy Guild. Sorry we've been full. We're really working hard to get more spots. It's a pretty much anything goes guild. So, anything from life skills to fire dragon, we're even doing all that kinds of stuff. Make sure to subscribe. I'm really enjoying myself in this game still. I'm going to be doing more detailed videos. I just want to get, I'm already behind. I want to get basic ones out just so people can get up and running quicker. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys next time.